over the last few hours. Look at the gusts.
Imagine waking up to find that everything you've worked for, your home, your memories, your safe place, has been reduced to ashes. That's exactly what happened to some of Hollywood's biggest stars when raging wildfires swept through Los Angeles. These devastating fires spared no one, tearing through luxurious estates and quiet, hidden retreats. But what's even more shocking is how quickly the flames destroyed homes that took decades to build. From iconic actors to global pop stars, no one was immune to the devastation. So, who lost it all, and how are they rebuilding their lives in the aftermath? Let's take a closer look at the celebrities who've seen their LA dream homes go up in smoke. The LA Wildfires. Los Angeles is no stranger to wildfires, but the recent string of fires has been more destructive than ever. Fueled by relentless winds and a record-breaking drought, these wildfires tore through some of the most exclusive neighborhoods in LA, including Malibu, Pacific Palisades, and Calabasas. The fires didn't just burn through forests and open lands, they destroyed entire communities, forcing thousands of residents, including high-profile celebrities, to evacuate at a moment's notice. What made this wildfire season particularly brutal was how fast the flames spread. One moment, homes worth millions were standing tall. The next, nothing but ashes. Firefighters worked tirelessly, but even with their best efforts, some homes simply couldn't be saved. The cost? An estimated $14 billion in damages, and that number keeps climbing. But for Hollywood's elite, losing a home wasn't just about the financial hit, it was personal. These homes represented decades of hard work and irreplaceable memories. And for some stars, the loss was more than just bricks and mortar. It marked the beginning of a difficult rebuilding process, both physically and emotionally. But as we'll see, some stories are more devastating than others. Number 1, Sir Anthony Hopkins, a legend's retreat reduced to ashes. When you think of Anthony Hopkins, you picture an acting legend with a career spanning decades, from his chilling role as Hannibal Lecter to his Oscar-winning performance in The Father. But behind the accolades and red carpets, Hopkins cherished his quiet life in Malibu, a serene retreat far removed from the glitz and chaos of Hollywood. That sanctuary, however, couldn't escape the fury of the LA wildfires. His stunning oceanfront property, estimated to be worth over $5 million, was one of the many homes lost in the blaze. For Hopkins, this wasn't just a house. It was a place of peace, where he spent time painting, composing music, and reflecting on life. What makes his story even more heartbreaking is that the actor had been outspoken about his love for nature and the calming effect of the Malibu coastline. "This is my refuge," he once said in an interview. "I come here to find silence and sanity." But all of that was gone in a matter of hours. Hopkins, like many others, was left watching helplessly as the flames consumed everything in their path. And while he's known for his stoic and philosophical outlook on life, losing his beloved home was a harsh reminder that even legends are not immune to tragedy. Yet, true to his resilient nature, Hopkins didn't dwell on the loss publicly. Instead, he quietly focused on moving forward, a testament to his lifelong belief that life's challenges, no matter how devastating, must be met with grace and acceptance. But Hopkins wasn't the only star to see his world turned upside down by the wildfires. In fact, some celebrities experienced even more personal losses. Number 2, Billy Crystal, decades of memories gone in hours. For comedian and actor Billy Crystal, his home wasn't just a place to sleep, it was a family legacy. Crystal had lived in his Pacific Palisades house since 1979, raising his children and building countless memories over the decades. It was a property that represented stability, family, and the incredible journey from a struggling stand-up comic to one of the most beloved faces in Hollywood. But the wildfires took it all. Crystal's home, nestled in a neighborhood known for its stunning views and quiet luxury, was completely destroyed by the flames. It wasn't just another mansion on the hill, it was the place where he celebrated career milestones, hosted family holidays, and spent quiet evenings away from the spotlight. The loss hit hard, and Crystal spoke about the emotional toll it took on him and his family. "It's not just about losing things, it's losing a part of who you are," he shared in an interview. For someone who's made a career out of making people laugh, this moment brought a somber reminder of life's unpredictability. Crystal, known for his humor and optimism, admitted that it was difficult to see a place filled with so many joyful memories reduced to ashes. But, like others in Hollywood, Crystal turned his focus to rebuilding, not just his home, but his community. He became an advocate for wildfire prevention and emergency preparedness, using his platform to raise awareness about the dangers of living in wildfire-prone areas. However, even as Billy Crystal started to rebuild, the wildfires didn't discriminate. Another legendary actor lost his Malibu home to the relentless flames, adding to the growing list of Hollywood casualties. Number 3. Mel Gibson, Malibu Mansion, turned to rubble. Mel Gibson is no stranger to dramatic twists and turns in his life, but nothing could have prepared him for the devastation of losing his Malibu estate. The actor and director, known for blockbuster hits like Braveheart and The Passion of the Christ, saw his $15 million beachfront property reduced to rubble in one of the wildfire's fiercest blazes. What made Gibson's loss particularly shocking was how fast it happened. The firestorm tore through Malibu at an alarming pace, leaving residents with little time to escape. Gibson, who wasn't home at the time, reportedly learned about the destruction while recording a podcast interview. Imagine walking into a conversation only to find out your entire house is gone. That's exactly what happened to him. The property was one of Gibson's prized possessions. He'd owned the sprawling estate for years, using it as a quiet retreat from the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. It's where he worked on scripts, practiced meditation, and spent time with close family and friends. But after the fire, all that remained were charred ruins. The loss was more than just financial, it was personal. Malibu was where Gibson found peace after some of his more turbulent years in the spotlight. The wildfires took that refuge from him, leaving behind a stark reminder that fame and fortune offer no protection from nature's fury. Despite the loss, Gibson remained private about the tragedy, opting to quietly move forward rather than make a public statement. He's been spotted helping with local rebuilding efforts, showing support for neighbors who faced similar devastation. And while Gibson's Malibu retreat may be gone, he wasn't the only celebrity whose world was turned upside down. Next, we'll look at a power couple who lost their dream home in Pacific Palisades and the surprising way they're handling the aftermath. Number 4. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody, a power couple's Pacific Palisades loss. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody are one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, known for their low-profile lifestyle and down-to-earth charm. But even their quiet life away from the spotlight couldn't shield them from the devastating impact of the LA wildfires. The couple's $6.5 million home in Pacific Palisades was among the properties completely destroyed by the blaze. For Meester, best known for her role as Blair Waldorf on Gossip Girl, and Brody, who gained fame as Seth Cohen on The OC. This house wasn't just a residence, it was their sanctuary. They had chosen Pacific Palisades for its privacy and peaceful vibe, away from the chaos of Hollywood. The couple spent years renovating and personalizing their home, creating a space that reflected their unique personalities and values. It was where they raised their young daughter, where Brody wrote music, and where Meester honed her passion for cooking and gardening. But the wildfires showed no mercy. The flames consumed everything, leaving behind nothing but rubble and smoke. Friends of the couple described them as heartbroken but resilient. It wasn't just a house, it was a home filled with memories, said a source close to them. What makes their story even more striking is how they've chosen to respond. Instead of wallowing in the loss, Meester and Brody have shifted their focus toward helping wildfire victims and advocating for stronger fire prevention measures in LA communities. Their tragedy has become a powerful reminder that no one, not even Hollywood royalty, is immune to the forces of nature. But the couple's resilience and efforts to give back show that even in the face of loss, there's always an opportunity to rebuild. And speaking of resilience, another familiar name on this list is a celebrity known for her iconic parties and larger-than-life personality. But when the flames reached her doorstep, even she couldn't escape the devastation. Number 5. Paris Hilton, the wildfire that shut down the party. Paris Hilton is known for her glamorous lifestyle, lavish parties, and iconic catchphrase, "That's hot." But when the LA wildfires reached her $8 million property, things got a little too hot to handle. Hilton's home in the hills of Malibu was one of the many celebrity residences destroyed by the blaze, forcing her to evacuate and leave behind the mansion that had been the backdrop for countless social events. The loss hit Paris hard. This wasn't just any house. It was a symbol of her transition from reality TV star to a business mogul who had built an empire on her brand. The property was where she hosted close friends, celebrated career milestones, and found peace away from the public eye. What made Hilton's story stand out was her response. Instead of mourning the loss of material possessions, she took to social media to raise awareness about the dangers of wildfires and advocate for relief efforts. "Things can be replaced, but people can't," she posted on Instagram. Her message resonated with fans and showed a more grounded, compassionate side of the heiress that many hadn't seen before. Hilton also donated to local relief organizations and worked with charities to help families displaced by the fires. It was a surprising but refreshing shift from the image most people associate with her. The wildfire didn't just take her home, it also shifted her priorities. In interviews, Hilton has since talked about valuing time with loved ones more and focusing on things that truly matter. It was a reminder that even the world's most famous socialite isn't immune to life's unexpected tragedies. But while Hilton's loss was significant, the impact of the wildfires stretched far beyond individual homes. The destruction sent shockwaves through the Hollywood community, and its lasting effects are still being felt today. The lasting impact on Hollywood, more than just homes lost. The LA wildfires didn't just destroy celebrity homes, they left a lasting mark on Hollywood as a whole. Entire communities were displaced, productions were halted, and the entertainment industry faced unexpected delays and challenges. Major studios had to pause filming as wildfires threatened sets and locations. Iconic backdrops used for countless movies and TV shows were scorched beyond recognition. Even award shows and premieres were impacted, with events canceled or rescheduled due to safety concerns. But beyond the immediate disruption, the wildfires sparked a larger conversation in Hollywood. Celebrities who lost their homes weren't just grieving personal losses. They were using their platforms to speak out about climate change, fire prevention, and the need for stronger disaster preparedness. Stars like Leonardo DiCaprio and Kim Kardashian began advocating for wildfire relief efforts and donating millions to help rebuild communities. The wildfires also brought to light just how vulnerable LA's most exclusive neighborhoods are to natural disasters. Areas like Malibu and Pacific Palisades, often seen as symbols of luxury and wealth, are at constant risk. This reality has prompted some celebrities to take drastic measures to protect their homes, including investing in private firefighting services and building fire-resistant structures. But perhaps the most significant impact has been on the people themselves. For many in Hollywood, the wildfires served as a wake-up call, a reminder that fame and fortune can't shield you from life's unpredictability. The community came together in the aftermath, with neighbors supporting each other and celebrities quietly helping behind the scenes. It wasn't just about rebuilding homes, it was about rebuilding lives, one step at a time. The wildfires may have burned through some of the most iconic properties in LA, but they also revealed the resilience and humanity of those affected. And while the headlines may have moved on, for those who lost everything, the journey to rebuild is still ongoing. As one Hollywood resident put it, "We're more than just neighbors now, we're survivors." The fires may have burned their homes, but not their spirit. The LA wildfires didn't discriminate. From legendary actors to beloved power couples and iconic socialites, no one was spared from the devastation. In a matter of hours, multi-million-dollar homes that stood for decades were reduced to ashes. But beyond the loss of property, what these stories reveal is something much deeper: the strength of human resilience. For celebrities like Anthony Hopkins, Billy Crystal, and Paris Hilton, these homes represented more than just wealth. They were sanctuaries, filled with memories, milestones, and personal meaning. Yet, when disaster struck, they did what we all must do in times of crisis. They moved forward. Their stories remind us that no one is untouchable when it comes to life's unpredictable twists, but they also show us the power of rebuilding, community support, and finding purpose beyond material things. The wildfires may have destroyed their homes, but they couldn't take away their spirit. And as Hollywood continues to rebuild, these stars are proving that even in the face of overwhelming loss, there's always room to rise from the ashes, stronger, wiser, and more connected than before. Because at the end of the day, whether you're a celebrity or not, it's not about the things you lose. It's about how you rebuild after the smoke clears.